Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at standard form. A lot of students usually face difficulties when converting from normal or ordinary numbers to standard form. So the objective of this video is for you to learn how to convert ordinary numbers to standard form and as well convert standard form to ordinary numbers. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with ordinary numbers to standard form. And you must be wondering how we can do this. Well, first of all, I believe you know what ordinary numbers look like. They can look like whole numbers or they can be decimals. Okay, so for us to convert these numbers, we must make sure only one digit, which isn't a zero, comes before the decimal point. And standard form is usually written in powers of 10. Okay, we're going to take a look at an example. So we're going to look at how we can convert 68,003 to standard form. So we're going to write the number 68,003 first of all with a decimal point. You know that whole numbers can be written as decimals just by adding a zero at the end, right? Okay, now that we've identified what the decimal point is, we're going to have to move this decimal point to the left just so that we can have one digit before the decimal point. As it is, we have about 5 digits before the decimal point. So we're going to start by moving 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places to the left. And that's where the decimal would have to be so that this is in standard form. Now keep in mind, as we move to the left 4 times, this 4 is going to be the power of 10. And as we're moving to the left, we have to make the power positive 4. It's actually quite opposite when you're converting to standard form. If you're moving to the left, make sure the power is positive, and if you're moving to the right, make sure the power is negative. Okay, now this brings us to our answer right over here, which would be 6.8003 times 10 to the power of 4. Okay, are you understanding so far? Give me a thumbs up. Let's move on to the next example. Okay, now we're going to convert 51.79 to standard form. So again, over here, 51.79 has the decimal just right before the 7. But we want to make sure that it is before the 1, so that 5 is the only digit that comes before that decimal point. So it means we just have to move it 1 time to the left, just like that. And since we've moved it 1 time, it means the power of 10 is going to just be 1. So we're going to rewrite this number, 5.179. times 10 to the power of 1. That will be our answer. You can put the 1 over there or you can take out the 1. It's still going to be the same thing. Okay, let's do another example. Convert 0.00801 to standard. Remember, for us to convert to standard form, we want to make sure that the first digit that comes before the decimal is not a 0. Okay, so we would need to shift the decimal places to the right until it gets after the 8. Okay, so we'll have to move this 1, 2, and 3 times to the right. And that's going to give us our answer, 8.01 times 10 to the power negative 3. Okay, with that said, let's take a look at converting standard form to ordinary numbers. All right then, we're going to go with examples again. And we're going to convert 9.210 times 10 to the power negative 3 to ordinary form. To ordinary form, it's quite logical. If you're moving the decimal to the right, it means you're adding to the power of 10. But if you're moving to the left, you're subtracting from the power of 10. So in this case, we have 9.2 times 10 to the power of negative 3. And to do this, we have to look at the power of 10. It's negative 3. Since we have a negative 3, like I said, it means we have to move to the left. The direction of movement actually respects the sign. So if it's negative, we move to the left. Okay, so we're going to have to move this 1, 2, 3 times to the left. And then we're going to have to fill in the empty spaces with zeros, just like this. And in that case, you see we have 2 zeros that come before the 9. And now our answer is going to be 0.009210. I hope you're understanding. Let's do one more example. So we're going to convert 5.477 times 10 to the power of positive 6. Now that we have a positive power, it means we're going to move to the right. Okay, so we move 6 times to the right. I'm just going to rewrite this number just to get some space, and then we're going to have to move this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times to the right. And again, we fill the empty spaces with zeros. 1, 2, and 3 zeros are lacking. Okay, that's going to give us our final answer, and we're going to have 5,477,000 as our final answer. Okay, now we're going to move on to some exercises. Don't be scared. I know you can do this, all right? Okay, I'm just going to put the questions on the screen, and then you can put a pause on this video and try to work out these questions by yourself. Let me know if you got the answers right in the comment section, okay? All right, now I'm just going to put up the answers, and you're going to double check if you got them right. Did you get the questions right? Let me know. All right, then we've come to the end of this video. If you like the video, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up and you subscribe, and I would see you in my next video.